Have you ever wondered what goes on at a radio station when the on air light goes off?
Begin!
Then do the Harlem
Well, we set out to investigate what actually goes on behind the scenes of a radio show.
My name is Mark Brody. My main focus is getting newscasts ready because I have top of the hour newscasts every hour. Checking up on what's going on, making sure I know what the latest stories are. Getting up to the hour, up to the minute weather forecast, checking out traffic, making sure there's nothing significant happening on the roadways that our audience needs to know about. And also making sure that our feeds from those shows are okay. That we're on the air, that the audio quality sounds okay, that we didn't have any technical problems where we dropped out of a show in the middle and we have silence or anything like that. So right now, that's my main focus.
Mr. Brody explains what goes into choosing each story.
Generally, it's up to me to determine what stories are going to run, which order they're going to run, where we play any sound we might have, which stories are just me reading versus having a reporter or having a soundbite. So those are generally up to me.
Mr. Brody describes how much work goes into a short news story.
Typically,
Mr. Brody
if I'm
describes how
doing
much
a
work
story,
goes into a short
what
news
we call
story.
spot news story, which is something that would go in a newscast, usually 40 to 90 seconds. Usually at least one or two interviews, so that's probably 15, 20 minutes either in the field or in a production room on the phone with somebody. And then, it'll take me a little while to write it. I get the script edited, and then I come into a production room and voice it, put my voice down, and edit it together. So I'd say overall, once I have the interviews, maybe 40, 45 minutes from start to finish.
Mark explains the difference between KJZZ and commercial radio.
I think the biggest thing that's different about KJZZ and public radio in general is that you have shows, especially during the middle of the day, between 9 and 3, not just drive time, that are news-based. They're not hosts that are spouting off opinions or just talking about random things that may or may not interest you. You have hosts who have guests on who are experts in their field, who really know what they're talking about, who, if they're journalists, they're covering a particular topic, or they're doctors or scientists or politicians or other experts in their field. So you really get a sense of what's going on from people who know what's going on. It's not a lot of opinion-driven stuff. It's very factual. It's very new, more journalism-based as opposed to opinion-based. So, you don't just get an echo chamber of, this opinion versus that opinion, left versus right, red versus blue, this person versus that person. You really get all different opinions, and then sort of a host to sort of drive the bus to say, okay, well, this is what this person said. What do you think about that? How does that relate to what you think? So you really get all sides of a story and the story, as opposed to just a host who's probably just talking at you for a few hours.
For Jackie Gomez, this is Adriana Rodriguez reporting from Spot 127.